by the shrimp, by the way.
So I met Nick back in 2007. Horizon was just really getting active in, my former employer, Horizon, was getting really active in the market here in Colorado. And I was just communicating on teleconferences and email with Nick, and he mentioned that he was going to have a meeting with Dick Kelly, the president or the CEO of Excel in Colorado or in Minneapolis, but he's going to be in Denver. Nick, you know this story pretty well. You can't forget what happened here. So I say, hey, Nick, I'd love to come join. I figured, hey, it's a great opportunity to meet the CEO of the company. Hopefully, he's my biggest customer. I'm really excited about this. So I got to convince Nick that I can participate in this meeting. So Nick's wondering, hey, I don't know who this TJ guy is. So we have a drink, and I was also struck, as was mentioned, that Nick is just this incredibly nice guy, just like the nicest guy to meet. I was like, wow, this guy's really nice. This is going to go great. So the next day we meet, and we walk up to the Excel building. We chat a little bit. We do some prep work, and we go up the elevator, and we meet Dick Kelly, and Dick's very charming for about 30 seconds. And then, maybe it was a little longer than 30 seconds, but I've been around CEOs just in my previous job working at McKinsey, first time I really had time with top executives, and I felt pretty confident. There's some friendly ones, some aggressive ones, but I have never seen a CEO change their tone so quickly from the first 30 seconds to, I don't know how many F-bombs were dropped, but it was incredible. I was just taken aback. And so there's a little conference table with me on one, me on the end, and Nick on one side, Dick Kelly on the other, and Dick is just screaming at Nick. And you were pretty surprised, I think, at the time. I was pretty surprised. And it took me a while it took us all a while to calm the conversation down and to get a sense of, and calm down Dick Kelly, get him to be at least civil. And I walked away from that, and I think over the last 4 years, I really appreciated that. I would love to someday get that kind of response out of the CEO of Excel based on how Excel has treated the IPPs in this state from time to time. And so the fact that Nick got that response was I didn't realize at the time, but was a sure testament to the incredible work that he had done to get Excel to be that agitated about it. So that was incredible. So that's my first meeting with Nick, or my first real memory there. But over the last 4 years, it's been a real pleasure to work with him and really actually see some of the reasons why Nick has kept CIEA and the IPPs on the forefront of Excel's memory, just making sure there is a strong force of competition and making sure we keep the utility in check here so we get the best deal for all Coloradans, or at least Excel's ratepayers, but really for all Coloradans, and so we appreciate that. I also have Nick to thank for my current position. For those of you who don't know, I'm now in state government, and that's kind of a funny story because Nick asked me for input on who we should nominate to be in this role. We threw out a couple names, and he said, oh, he won't do it because of this, and she won't do it because of that. And so finally Nick said, why don't you just put your name in the hat? I was like, Nick, I don't know the governor. This isn't going to go anywhere. He's like, come on, just put your name in, So fine, I wrote a little bio and sent it to Nick, and then next thing I know, here I am.
It's up to the governor's energy office.
Head of the governor's energy office, which is it's a lot of fun. But there's this tradition in India, where my family's originally from, that you have to give, if somebody's responsible for an important career move, that you have to offer to give part of your paycheck or your little paycheck over.
I didn't know that.
So Nick, you get the bill. Actually, thank you, Nick. It's actually been an incredible experience to get to serve Colorado this way.
We're so lucky to have you.
And I'm going to miss working with you, but hopefully you'll still be out and about, and we'll still get to work together a little bit. There's one other thing that I wanted to mention. Nick has done an incredible job in helping CIEA evolve. I think a lot of the IPP industry, and I definitely get the sense that EFSA hasn't quite made this transition, but a lot of the IPP industry has been very dragging their feet a bit when we look at the opportunity we have to transform the power sector from our legacy fuels and our old fuels into some of the new fuels that we have that are now becoming cost competitive. And Nick has not been dragging his feet at all. He's been visionary in understanding the important role of renewable energy in Colorado's electric power mix. And so with that, This isn't the bill. This is a little token of appreciation that we have wind turbine representing, symbolizing Nick's role in making sure that Colorado is a leader in that transition from legacy fuels to modern fuels. Nick, you need to model it. You need to model it.
Yeah.